Fitzhenley, appointed Parliamentary Secretary. Morgan now works Minister as PM announces changes. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has unveiled a series of changes to the executive set to take effect on Tuesday. This change includes Senator Fitzhenley assuming the role of Parliamentary Secretary in the Office of the Prime Minister. Robert Nestor Morgan is slated for reassignment to the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation with responsibility for works. This move follows Morgan's resignation as the Jamaica Labour Party JLP Public Relations Chairman in late April. Additionally, Senator Donna Morris Dixon will now oversee information along with her existing responsibilities for skills and digital transformation. The JLP administration emphasized its commitment to fulfilling its 2020 mandate to transform Jamaica into a peaceful, productive, and prosperous nation. The release on Monday noted that the adjustments will assess the administration in more efficient and effectively delivering its policy and programs for the Jamaican people. Jamaican NBA prospect found dead months before draft. The professional basketball dreams and aspirations of former national under-17 representative 24-year-old Malcolm Downer, who had reportedly been eligible for the 2024 NBA draft next month, will not be realized after he was found dead in Portmore, St. Catherine on Saturday. The Portmore Criminal Investigations Branch CIB is probing the circumstances surrounding his death. Downer, a former Jamaica College and Calabar basketball standout, who was also a United States College Scholarship recipient, was last seen alive on Thursday. A missing person report was filed on Saturday, and his body was found about 3:45 p.m. that same day. A childhood friend reportedly stumbled upon a corpse in the unfinished building near the front beach in Bay West, Portmore. Downer's friend, who was the first to see the body, told reporters that it was sheer coincidence. I went to the beach with a female friend, and we went up to the building where the body was found, and I started to smell something terrible. I looked around and I saw a body, but because it was swollen, I didn't notice it was him, the friend stated. He told reporters that he left and made an alarm because it was dawned on him that his friend was missing. A group of individuals reportedly returned to the location, and that is when their worst fears were realized as the body was confirmed to be Downer's. Reporters were told that a belt was also around his neck and his body laid flat on the floor of the unfinished structure. Downer's mother, Michelle, father Marvin, were both at the scene of the tragic find. Michelle told reporters that her son was very quiet and very unassuming. He is always trying to help, always helping people, she stated. He was not employed, but according to his mother, he was processing an application for work at the time of his death. I tried calling him Thursday and never get through to him, so I asked his father, his mother stated, adding that it was told that she reported him missing to the Bridgeport police. His father appeared torn and with anger yet concerned look on his face. He was too shaken to address the media and allow the mother to speak on the family's behalf. They were both taken by surprise at the tragedy and were being comforted by friends and family, including one of the younger Downer's grandparents. Several persons were in disbelief, crying, and had to be consoled as they watched as the crime scene detectives cornered and combed the scene. Me can't believe a mark of that. Me feel a way if you know as somebody whom I grew up with. Him not deserve this, a friend stated. Downer's residence of Amador Court in Portmore, not far from where he was found. Scores of neighbors and friends, on learning of the gruesome discovery, also began to converge on the scene. His mother told reporters that her son was very tall and most recently played basketball for a team in Edgewater, Portmore because of his undying love for the sport. He was listed at 6 feet 9 inches and about 335 pounds when he played for the Tampa Spartans at the University of Tampa in Florida. According to Online Player Profile, he honed his craft with Riverside Hawks basketball, where he attained a stat line of 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 blocks, during a season winning for the tournament championship. Acting DPP Claudette Thompson says prosecutors have been successful in bringing cases against gang members. Despite only 5 gang members being prosecuted under the anti-gang legislation since its implementation, Acting Director of Public Prosecutions DPP Claudette Thompson says the country has been successful in bringing cases against gang members. Speaking at a prosecutors training seminar for improving outcomes in anti-gang matters, Ms. Thompson noted that there are at least 244 active gangs operating in the country. She said 5 gangs have been prosecuted so far and another 5 are before the courts. While attempting that there's a lot of work to be done, the acting DPP said prosecutors have been successful as serious offenders are being put away. Citing the recent Clanks gang trial, in which several alleged members were freed, Ms. Thompson noted that the leaders and more dangerous criminals were convicted.
I was in a forum recently where we were talking about gangs and gang prosecutions and the role that the police must play. And a few of us prosecutors were invited. And speaker after speaker spoke about the fact that we have prosecuted these gangs. I've been involved in 3, but we have not had much success. And I wish to put that ugly rumor to bed. We have had much success because we have seen to the conviction of the leadership of each gang that we have prosecuted. So where it is that people are prepared to look at the numbers and the numbers only, as a prosecutor, I stand here and I'm saying to you, you're not just to look at the numbers, look at the persons who have been convicted. When persons are indicted in these gang offenses, we place them on the indictment in the order of their importance, how much crime they've committed, the impact they have had, their position in the gang. And when we think of the 33 that we began with in the Klansman gang, how we had them positioned was deliberate. The most serious offenders, the leaders, were in the front row in courtroom number 1. Those who had a lesser role were behind them. And so it continued, and then we had the spillover into courtroom number 2. When the verdict was delivered, those persons sitting in the dock in court 1 were convicted. A few of those seated in court 2 were convicted as well. We have had success in prosecuting gangsters in Jamaica.
G2K demands Golden renounce British citizenship or drop PM bid. Generation 2000 G2K, the young professional affiliated to the Jamaica Labour Party JLP, is calling for opposition leader Mark Golden to renounce his British citizenship or withdraw his Prime Minister ministerial ambitions. In a media release on Monday, the G2K said its request comes following Golden's admission of British citizenship. President of the J2K, Kerr, said Golden's decision to reveal his citizenship status only came after mounting pressure and shared that the latter should be taken in as an indication of the type of leadership he will bring to the fore as Prime Minister. Mark Golden's reception regarding his citizenship status is a clear indication of the kind of leadership he would offer to the Jamaican people, one that lacks transparency and integrity, Kerr stated in the release. By misleading the public and avoiding direct answers, Golden has shown that he is willing to compromise honesty for personal political gain. Kerr added that the Jamaican people deserve a leader who is fully committed to Jamaica and whose loyalty is undivided. We call on Mr. Golden to immediately renounce his British citizenship or withdraw from his bid to become Prime Minister. His failure to do so will only further erode public trust in his leadership and the People's National Party current state. In its statement, the G2K also highlighted that the PNP's awareness of Golden's citizenship status also raises questions, especially given the strong stance the PNP has historically taken on the issue of dual citizenship in Parliament. It is imperative to ask whether the party was aware of Mr. Golden's dual citizenship and if they were misled as well. The Jamaican people deserve clarity on this issue, and it is the responsibility of the PNP to provide transparent answers, stated the G2K. The young professional affiliate of the JLP then went on to reiterate that holding dual citizenship, particularly with a country that was once colonized, is incompatible with the role of Prime Minister or prospects for that post. The G2K further called on groups such as the Private Sector Organization of Jamaica and other civil society groups not to remain silent on this issue. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.